Hello and welcome to Rand Squawk weekly wrap video. In terms of this week, it's been a bit of a rollercoaster for equity markets as European equities took a big dive towards the first half of the week as political uncertainty arose once more from Spain and Italy, as opposition lawmakers have called for the Spanish PM Rajoy's resignation as he did get caught up in a slush fund scandal due to illegal funding possibly involving his party, which did weigh on Spanish stock and bond markets, filtering through into the core European nations, with that sentiment not being helped over in Italy as we approach the general elections, and according to the latest opinion polls, the chances of a hung parliament are ever increasing. However, the highlight of this week has been the ECB press conference, where Draghi was slightly more dovish than expected, saying he does expect inflation to come back below 2% in the coming months, and the high euro exchange rate does also have deflationary pressures, so leaving a lot of room there for easier monetary policy for longer. So the euro currency, the underperformer of the week, heading into the close down quite a significant margin against the US dollar. But elsewhere this week, a lot of talks regarding the sequestration as we do approach the end of February. So a lot of short-term budget plans being bandied around by US lawmakers, so we're looking out for any key updates from that. But in terms of data, we had both Chinese and US trade balance both being quite favourable, with exports and imports in China growing faster than expected, and the US registering their narrowest trade gap on record since January 2010. So looking ahead into the next 5 days, likely to be a quiet one over in the Asia-Pacific region, as China are away from market for the whole 5-day period due to celebrate their new lunar year. But in terms of data releases, we do have GDP from France, Germany and the Eurozone, so the global growth scene likely to be back in focus next week. And alongside this, we have the Bank of England's quarterly inflation report, so we'll see just how close we are to entering a triple-dip recession following Q4's negative print for GDP. But elsewhere in terms of earnings, a lot of large cap stocks also reporting, with the likes of SocGen and BNP Paribas from France, as well as General Motors over in the US, which is always closely watched, which of course we will bring you as soon as it hits the wires, as well as any other relevant commentary to your trading. But in the meantime, that's all from me. Make sure you have a great rest of the day and a fantastic weekend.